Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to your daily Wallops weather briefing for Tuesday, July 9th. Seeing a much clearer day out there this morning with clear skies, and we're also going to be seeing very seasonable temperatures and much less humidity for both today and tomorrow before we see a return to more humid conditions return for the end of the work week. Yesterday we showed you this graph with our kind of flatlined rain accumulation that we had been seeing due to that dry spell we were in here at Wallops. Yesterday we received 3.26 inches of rain, which is only about a half inch shy of our average rainfall for the entire month of July, and you can see how that really gave us a nice spike on our rainfall graph here. So we definitely broke that little drought we have, and hopefully we'll continue to get some more rain, but it's looking like we are going to be remaining a little bit dry once again for the next week or so. Taking a look at the current surface analysis, you see that high pressure has built into the northeastern United States. That's helping to usher in a much drier and very seasonable air mass out there. Temperature is only expected to get into the mid-80s this year with much less humidity than we have been seeing in the past couple weeks. Also helping to give us some much more pleasant lows in the morning out there, and that'll continue as we go into tomorrow as well. Taking a quick look at just our satellite loop here, you see that large area of clear skies across the mid-Atlantic, especially across the Delmarva this morning, due to that upper level ridging and that high pressure ushering in some much drier air. You can see a little bit of haziness across the central and northern portions of the Delmarva and up near New Jersey and Pennsylvania. That's associated with some wildfire smoke that's actually originating all the way in western Canada, and that's going to give us just some slightly hazy conditions as we go throughout today and tomorrow. Otherwise remaining sunny to mostly sunny out there throughout the rest of today and into tonight. Taking a look at our upper level winds, still seeing a lighter flow out there this morning as we have that upper level ridging building in. Winds are pretty are running around 10 to 15 knots from the east as we go from the surface up to around 6,000 feet. Then only running around 5 to 10 knots from the north or northwest between 9,000 feet to 25,000 feet. So some very light flow on the upper levels out there this morning. Seeing a freezing level just below 16,000 feet. Taking a look at our weather chart for today, going to be seeing that high get up to around 84 degrees this afternoon. We are starting to see that onshore flow develop here with winds becoming easterly at 7 to 12 knots, and that will continue into this afternoon before they become southeasterly in the late afternoon time frame around 5 to 10 knots. Then overnight we'll see those winds become light and variable, and with mostly clear skies and light winds should be seeing a little bit of a cooler temperature than we have been seeing. Our low dropping down to 64 degrees tonight, which is actually about 5 degrees below normal for this time of year. So it's definitely a big change as we have been seeing those lows running above normal for quite some time now. Taking a look at our terminal forecast, just going to be seeing clear skies this morning. We will be seeing a couple clouds near 4,000 feet pop up this afternoon, and then just a little bit of thin cirrus coming in the late afternoon time frame and overnight. By tomorrow morning, still seeing mostly sunny skies with just a few thin cirrus clouds near 25,000 feet. We are still seeing tides 1/2 to 1 foot above normal across the Delmarva Atlantic coast this morning. Taking a quick look at our long-term model chart here, we are going to be seeing that high pressure continue to dominate. This is going into this evening. It's going to start moving directly over the region. That's going to help give us those calm winds tonight and mostly clear skies. As we go into tomorrow, it's still going to be in control, giving us those some seasonable conditions, perhaps seeing temperatures bumped up 1 or 2 degrees as that flow turns a little bit more southerly. Then as we go into a Wednesday night time frame, we are going to see that southerly flow start to increase just a little bit, and that's going to bring a return of some more moisture and warmth into the region. We'll see those lows temperatures Thursday morning bump back up into the low 70s, and then seeing those temperatures bump into the upper 80s as we go towards the end of the week. As we go throughout the day, Thursday, we are going to see moisture and humidity increase throughout the day. Seeing a weak front pass the area late in the day Thursday. Thursday does look to remain dry throughout much of the day. Can't rule out a slight chance of a pop-up isolated shower in the late afternoon time frame. But any rain chances, it does look more likely after sunset with that weak front passing the area, giving us a chance of just some isolated showers and thunderstorms. Still only looks to be about a 20% chance. And then that weak front passing the area is not really going to influence our temperatures much. We're still going to be seeing a warm westerly flow as we go towards Friday and into the weekend, and that'll help increase our temperatures up into the low 90s with a return to some very humid conditions across the area. Also, one thing to note as we go into the end of the work week here, we have been seeing some low pressure kind of meander across the Gulf Coast the past few days here, and that's going to kind of organize itself as we go into tomorrow or Thursday. It does look like it's going to become a tropical storm along the Gulf Coast as we go towards Friday, perhaps impacting Louisiana somewhere along the coast there as we go towards the end of the week and into Saturday. But right now it doesn't look like that's going to give us any sort of weather impacts here, at least in the foreseeable future. So taking a look at our extended forecast, we are going to be seeing those very nice temperatures today and tomorrow with lower humidity. Temperatures in the mid-80s, seeing that very pleasant low tomorrow morning of only 64. Then Wednesday night, we'll start to see that moisture resurge into the area, bumping that morning low up to 72, and then giving us a high in the upper 80s for Thursday. With that weak front passing, we will be expecting those chance of those isolated storms, only around a 20% chance, most likely going to be just happening just after a sunset if we do get any rain or storms in the area. On Friday, that front does look to linger just to the east or south of the area, so can't rule out a slight chance of an isolated pop-up storm on Friday, but that too looks only to be about a 20% chance. Then as we go into the weekend, still going to be keeping a westerly flow with moisture hanging around the area, so that's going to give us some very warm and humid conditions once again, likely seeing those heat indexes near or just above 100 degrees as we go into this weekend. But it does look like we are going to have some a little bit of a weak upper level ridging developing just to the west of the Delmarva, and that should help to suppress any sort of shower or thunderstorm activity, but just keeping that those warm humid conditions around. So it does look like we are going to remain dry without any threat of thunderstorms this weekend. And then as we go into Monday, it does look like we are going to see a chance of those afternoon pop-up showers and storms as we get some more up-level energy moving in to the area. Only looking like, though, a 20% chance as of right now. Still expecting temperatures in the lower 90s to begin the week next week. That'll do it for your daily weather briefing. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. and at 10 a.m. Have a great day.